Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world, wherever you are in the universe. This is Swifty, the Ineffectual Gamer, and this is an Elite Dangerous live stream. Finalising my builds. Yes, finally. Let's talk about it. Let's go into stream. Hey everybody, how you doing? I know there's probably nobody in at the moment, but anywho. I'm just going to set my thing in here, so... I could have done this before. Okay, let's pin that and we'll get going. Pin it. There we go. Okay, I'll keep an eye on chat as much as humanly possible. And right, okay, so cool. So everything's up and running. Right. Wait, let me get everything straight. So, finalise my builds. I'm not going to do it right now. I'm going to do it a little bit further into the stream. I think I'm going to take 1 or 2 missions and do some silly stuff beforehand. So I'm going to close down my stream. Is this wrong? Is this not sized right? 1 second, people. I wonder if it was like that in the last stream. I hate doing this live. Ah, okay, I know why I do it. Okay, so, yeah, this is actually really difficult to do. And you probably had it right back there, Swifty. I have to... No, you don't. You don't. I did that for a different stream. So, I need to change this text as well. There we go. Just need to change 1 sentence. No, not that one. Right, there we go, finalising my builds. So, okay, that, and it should change. Should change. Right. Need to change that a bit now. Oh, Swifty, I wish you hadn't even started. Yeah, I've messed up some of this and I don't know how. Let's sort it. Ah, okay, so I need to change that as an actual... Very strange that it does that. So if we go just dot. Do it like that. I don't know. I'll fix it another time. I haven't got time to fix it now. Right, let me just get this up. I'm going to have to turn this music down slightly. I actually had it at a good level. But then it seems to have just got a little bit too aggressive again. There we go. That'll do. Because I need to wear like a little bit off the ear because I used to have a monitor. I used to monitor my audio back to myself. I might actually give it a try and just see if it works. But there was a time when it just didn't work properly when you asked it to monitor yourself. It was horrible. So let's see if it does monitor and output. Yeah, it's still behind. So I can't monitor myself, unfortunately. So I always have to just have it a little bit off. So right, okay. So let's get on with the stream a little bit. So I'm just gonna take my preview off, so I'm not using the computer to do that, and then we'll go back into the game. Okay, so it was saying that I'd actually failed one of my missions, and I'm going to go back down to the ship to just see exactly what had happened, because I don't understand why I failed it. here to try. I want to try and make sure that everything runs. Oh, bloody let the lift go. I hate when it does that. It makes you wait like 30 seconds. It's really annoying. Is there anything in this game that isn't annoying? By the way, the whole settlement defense plans, I did it, and I did it actually very quickly. I think I found a way to do it that very few people know about. I'm not making a video about anything. I want it as my little thing, but I will share it with anybody. So just message me on Discord if you ever need settlement defense plans, and I'll explain you. I had 3 hours and I was packed with them. I just want to know why I failed one of my missions. Did I not cash it in? I'm hoping that not cashing that in, I actually got to keep the stuff. I don't know what I collected, can't remember, but hope it was worth it. So yeah, I made quick work of that and some other bits and bobs. At the end there was a few things which I was finding it really difficult to find, but eventually I got on them as well and I finished off my build quite quickly, so quite pleased with it. I've got all my suits up to 5, all my guns up to 5, and I've got all the extras on the guns as well. So because before I was kind of buying from some bits and bobs from fleet carriers, and there was one day I was going between a few to get, I think it was ionized gas or anything, and I was just going, life's got to be easier than this. And I know that there are some places where ionized gas is just everywhere, but it is a bit of RNG as well, because sometimes you'll go and there's nothing, and sometimes you'll go and there's like 8. So that is RNG based. Right, so hang on, let me just see what we've got here. So we've got the same restoration program here in all the missions, but different material payouts. So spectral analysis data is needed first. I can't remember, but it's needed for something, so I'll probably take that one. At the moment I'm repping here, just so you know, so I'm going to take that one. Another way you can get settlement defense plans is when you're allied up and you're friendly with like I'm friendly with a couple of people here, the Sea Wolves and the Ocean Conservatives. If you go to these salvage missions, but you have to be at the friendly level and higher, you'll find that some of them, which one is it? Suits command. I bet there's none of them here now. There. So this one, the memory chip, and I think the electromagnet. No, I don't trust that one actually, but I know the memory chip, and there is another chip it tells you to go after, but I can't remember what it is. And those will all give you in an empty settlement. That's a bit of a weird one. I haven't seen that one before. I might try that one. I've never seen it. Find the surveillance equipment in an empty settlement. So I think I'll go because I've never tried that one before. So yeah, you'll get like the memory chip one's the perfect one, and then there's something beginning with E memory chip, but I can't remember its name. That one as well will give you a data pad. And the higher you are, the settlement defense plans should come out on the data pads, but it's slow. You have to relog, and as long as you don't collect the electromagnets, it's the electromagnet. No, it's not the electromagnet. It's not. It's not. I know it's not. I just can't think what it is. As long as you don't take that chip out, you can just relog and relog and relog. The only thing is, every now and again, it'll load a scavenger in, so you kind of always have to be on your toes as to killing them. So what we've got here, nothing in particular. Procurement's normally illegal, so I tend to stay away from them. Although I did go through a period of just racking up ridiculous notoriety and just doing these missions over and over to get stuff as well. And then I'd go outside the bubble for a day just doing exobiology. So I've actually managed to keep my account growing and get this stuff done as well. So I'm pretty chuffed with it. So none of these missions are available because there's a conflict. Is it a transportation one? I don't think I've looked at these. Mining analytics, that's another one as well. Fetch the inside. Okay, so we could try that one as well. And then a lot of the ones where they're like this one for example, where it's orange, you can kill freely in those ones, so it's better to take those ones for settlements if you can. Maintenance logs you could do with them, so that person can be killed as well. So I'll take these missions for now until a few people drop in, and then we'll start working on the suit stuff, and I'll kind of explain it to you where I am with it. I'm going to fill up instead of just waiting for that. I'm going to fill up on a few bits and bobs.
If I don't have it, it's not worth having. Always a good idea to stock up.
Oh, I can't get e-breaches here.
Anyone without at least a couple of those, watch your back out there.
The only thing I'm really kind of miffed at is some of the scavenger stuff. So earlier on today I was playing and I arrived at a settlement with 8 scavengers, and immediately another 8 were dropped off. I managed to somehow deal with them, and just as I was dealing with the last guy, another 8 dropped in, and it wasn't even a threat mission. And after they dropped in, I got stuck to a box, and so they made mincemeat out of me, and I was so angry I turned the game off, because I was like, look, I want to stream tonight, and I've been quite happy streaming the last few days, and I've been quite happy with the game. I've been enjoying it, and I was like, I just don't want this like breaking that. But so we'll go do the we'll fetch the insight date. Oh, hang on a minute, let's see where these are. This is in the Moroccan system, this one's in the Agaha, this one's in the Majorgan, and this one's in the Agaha. So we've got two for two. So we'll go to this one first, because I don't think I've ever actually been to this not Agaha, this one. I don't think I've been to this system before. No, I haven't. So we're going to go here. I'm going to plot a route here. It's probably only one jump. We've probably got somebody's doing a runner or something. Oh, scavengers. So this might be another way. And you get paid nothing for them. Like 60 grand extra to put your life on the line. No, thank you. So, oh, hang on, somebody sent a message and I can't see it. Oh, bonjour. Bonjour. Captain Kills. Yep. Ended the stream a little bit wonky the other night, Mike. I was half asleep. I was actually really tired that night. So tonight I'm like, I can't have anything. I'm literally having a little bit of these and a little bit of orange juice, and that's it. Right, we can go. Okay, so Mokujin is where we're off to, and these are the missions we're going to do. And then once we've completed these, we'll go finish off the build, and that is all of my suits done. So I think I was saying originally I was going to leave the bubble at the end of August, but I actually think I'm going to leave maybe at the beginning of August when I'm back from my holidays. I think I'll probably do it then. Now when I say leave the bubble, I have said it before, like I'm not leaving completely, but the fleet carrier will never come back. The fleet carrier will always be out in the black, and I'll come back every now and again to do this, that and the other, but it's all about the exploration now. Okay, so we've got an unexplored, but I'm going to check the nav beacon just in case. When you've got multiple missions in system, rather than working out whether you need to go to the nav beacon or you don't, it's just better to go straight to it, and you don't end up peeing and moaning about it later on. The other thing is that it doesn't tell you where the scavengers are going to be, so the last ones caught me out at a, I think it was a restore mission actually. The one thing, like, it's not that I don't like it, but it's something that I feel quite passionate about. There's a lot of people who play this game who don't want to be involved in the combat side, yet FDev seem to have made it compulsory to do combat, but people who like to do combat are not forced to do other stuff compulsory. Do you get what I mean? I was reading a post by somebody on Reddit who was just a space trucker, and he just said, you know, I've become disillusioned with the game because I'm getting interdicted all the time. And they worked out that he was being interdicted because he was doing like curry missions and stuff. But he was stacking missions, and people were saying, well, don't stack missions. I'm like, yeah, but the boards, you kind of have to. You know, just because you stack a mission shouldn't make you automatic fodder for numerous pirates, because that's how the system works. If you take 9 missions, it might send 9 pirates after you. So you'll just have interdiction after interdiction after interdiction. Right, so this is showing me only one of them showing up, so I'm guessing the crashed thing is on the planet. So as we go to the planet, we'll take another look at it, and then we'll go down and do the actual the settlement part that we have to do. The mission at the settlement. Oh, Kathina's dropping in, but I can't read anything because I'm old now. Yeah. I'm just I've kind of finalising my builds, Kathina, so I'm just doing a couple of missions to say goodbye to the Odyssey stuff for at least while I'm starting to work out what I'm going to do with my ships, because some ships are going to stay in the bubble, like I've said, if I ever need to come back, so like my main combat ship. So I'll probably have to maybe make another combat ship for when I'm in Colonia, and maybe a mining ship. I could probably do that when I get to Colonia, but there's also another couple of builds that I want to try for when I'm out there, for when I'm mining and stuff like that. So I have like I want a sleek mining thing, not a bulk mining thing. No, I'm not moving to Colonia. I do plan to go there at one point and unlock the engineer, but we could be talking about a year from now. So I do want some ships there though, because the fleet carrier is not going to be coming back once the fleet carrier's gone out. The whole idea of naming it Von Zoomski and everything was to let it go into the black at some point. But I have to keep it going, so I want to kit it out with good ships in case anybody did want to buy one. I want the best guns, the best ones you can have. I just want it to feel like a home away from home. I didn't want to cheap out on it or anything. So, you know, and my exobiology, I know that one now with my exobiology. I found some out the other night which I didn't know before. With the exobiology is I've been missing some planets that have one biological, because all of them seem to have bacteria. But it actually turns out that sometimes it's tectonicus. Hang on, why have I not got 2 missions here? Am I not close enough? I am close enough to the planet. I can see the things have popped up. So why am I not getting an extra mission here? What have I not read properly? So Romero Agricultural Site. She's okay. So this one. Kill Paula Peterson. That's in Eiger. That's in Eiger. So this one. Travel to Quiroga and so restore power to the settlement using. Yeah, but where is that? Quiroga. Oh, that's in Eiger. Okay, I thought I had 2 missions here. Well, let's go to this side. Yeah, it is actually. No, you're absolutely right. I always just think it smells of like really bad aftershave. You know, that like Tommy Hilfiger that you get off the market. I think it smells like that. That's what the word colonia. It's actually the Catalan word for aftershave. So I think that's why it comes in my head. So, what does everybody think? Have you all been watching the Xbox reveals and stuff? Mike, what's your take on the new Starfield stuff and charging £7 for a mission? What do you think about that? And I think Obsidian Ant was swearing like a trucker the other day. I've never heard him swear. It was funny as. So Obsidian Ant turned him into a foul-mouthed docker. And Star Wars Outlaws, I really like the look of it. I've already read some people talking shit about it, but I'm going to leave it till it comes out. I trust Massive. They made The Division. I trust them. Their world building is I think it's the best. I think out of every game that has open maps. I mean, you can navigate New York in Division, and you can navigate Washington as well in the Division 2, like properly. You can visually navigate. Right, so I've got to kill this woman. So external lights on, night vision on. Okay. Yeah, Fable's not my type of thing at all, but do you know what? It might be something that if it's on Xbox Games Pass, I'll probably try it at some point. I'm not a fan of fantasy. I used to be really into fantasy when I was a kid, but I think once I hit about 15, 16, I just went off it. I think I need to... Oh, it's day one, so I will probably try it because it looked alright, and I'm not the type of person who says I don't like that, so I'll never play it. There's certain games when I look at them and I'm like, that'd drive me crazy. There's no way I'm going to play that. But I wouldn't say that is one of them. I thought it looked really nice. And I know it won't interest most people, but the new Flight Simulator made me... I don't know exactly how they're going to do it, but it looks bloody good. That game might be a planet simulator one day, if they get the tech right. Even Star Citizen's been making some strides in the tech world, hasn't it? Something to do with merging servers I was reading about the other day. A lot of people seem to be blown away by it, but it's whether it's real or not with Roberts Industries. Or whether it's just clever manipulation. Right, so we're going to take 2 e-breaches. You don't always need an e-breach in this type of mission. Quite often you can get away with not using one, but I'm not sure. So let's have a look. Oh, there's no monitor here. I see. I think this is a case of this is going to be a case of breaking and entering with the hope of finding. See what we've got. We've got a thingy building over there. That looks like a storage building, so my guess is more stuff's in the power building. Looks like there's a guy here. Yeah, he's bending down and facing the building. I'll see if there's a back door. Sometimes there is a back door on the power centres, but there's a lot of mud here, so I'm supposing no. Oh, there might be a side door here though. Got the side door? We certainly have. We're going to apply that e-breach quickly before we get spotted. I'll be with you in a second, people. It only takes me a few seconds to do this main part of the thing. There we go, we're in. So we just need him to walk away, because if we pass that threshold, he's going to kick off. Oh, they're dead. No, they're not. Oh, put that gun away, you. Nope, I think one spotted me, and I don't know, so I'm not sure whether I should run back in and kill him. They seem to be congregating inside. Now they might leave it, because quite often you get a bit of a get out of jail free card sometimes, because I have a feeling that I haven't done this one before, but I have a feeling that the alarms might be in the hub. So I'm kind of... can't actually work out where the hab is. Is that it over there? Oh yeah, it is. Right, okay. So we just need to avoid these few guards here. But there's a fair few around. There's somebody here as well under there. If I can, yeah, he's guarding that. So I'm just wondering if we can jump him. We'll be able to get straight in the hab, because I do believe this is where we might find. No, we can't find a thing in here either. What have we got? Nothing. Right, so it's oh crap. Oh, we've alerted them now. We don't always alert them, but I'm seeing a light shining through the doorway, so I'll just hide here for a second. Yeah, somebody's coming in. Oh, he's going to alert them as well. You can never bloody win sometimes. It still hasn't alerted them. So we can hope. Did I get murder things here? Did anybody see the murder thing pop up? I didn't notice it. Oops. Go over, Swifty, come on. No. Insight Entertainment, nothing more. Right, okay. I don't think I've been picked up on, so that's good. So even if I've got a murder charge, we're alright. Oh, I don't know, like. There's Paula Peterson. That's who I need to take out. So I'm gonna let her come towards me. Wait. No, I'm not. I'm gonna kill her now.
Need urgent reinforcements. Just you and me now.
Well, it's all gone sideways. Am I getting murder charges here? You're all dead now. I can't see where they're probably all running around. It doesn't matter now whether I actually do the settlement alarms, because ionized gas. I was just talking about that earlier. Compression, yeah, I can take that one as well. A circuit switch, not really. Right, okay. See, I could go out and just, you know, kill everybody. Kill them all. There we go. Sorry, I'm leaning forward, aren't I? I don't know where he's got. Are we chasing each other around this wall like Laurel and Hardy? Seriously? Oh, there he is. So I didn't get a murder charge today. I'm going to look at the thing. I just don't want to be shot in the back. So just give me a couple of seconds to clear out this place. I do sometimes forget to blooming scan them all. And you don't get a ton of money from it. But you know what? If you keep doing it, you're going to get something. Oh, look, I've alerted something. Somebody's come out for a walk. And if they see a body... Did I already do Norberto? No.
This is a no-fire zone. You're gonna die.
So you, son. So you can see that these things are a blooming doddle now that I've now that everything's powered up, and I think this is what used to annoy me most about the game, because I need to go in here because I think there's a data pad. Oh, we're on a bit low power there, so we're gonna charge the suit up a little bit. Is that because I had the shield on? Yeah. I need to remember to turn my shields off sometimes. Aha! I said they were in here. Nobody's had time to ring the fuzz anyway, so we'll would be alright. Encrypted memory, that's the one. So those are the ones there. If they appear, you need to take them. Because if you're friendly and everything, you will get the... Oh, come here, Lillian. I'll just get my pump action out just for you. Don't run the other way, you daft bin. Right, there you go. Don't get to use the pump action very often. Because the pistol's just better. Oh, aerogel. Oh no, Vasco polymer. Potato, potato. Oh, there we go. We've got a thing here. We normally have 1 or 2 data pads in these hubs, so in these agricultural parts. Epinephrine. I think that's a pretty good one. Got a guy with a clipboard here. He's dead. I love when you don't get murder charges, it's great. I missed you. Missed both my legs. Right. So, see what we've got. Nothing. I think genetic research, even though it's an alarm one, so I'm never quite sure. I think that might have some value. Inhibitors, crapola. It's a me, a crapola. Chemical super base, that's a good one as well. I think we've got either 1 or 2 more. Epinephrine, aerogel. I just collect all of these normally because you can trade them in and stuff later on, so they're probably the easiest things to trade actually, to trade up for. So it's a case, I always say it's just a case of filling up on them and then trading up. I'm not making anybody sick moving this fast, am I? It's just I wanted to get it done so I can read the messages. So I think I only actually used 1. No, I did use 2 of the e-breaches, didn't I? I used the second one on the door. Come on, bro. Right, okay, 2 seconds. I'll just get into orbit, and then I'll have a read, and then we'll do. I think we'll actually do maybe one of the things on my suits, and I'll go through it. Is the music really loud? Because you got to remember, I don't monitor me, so the music sounds loud to me, but it's because I can't properly hear my own voice. Does that make sense? Right, let's see. Oh, great. People doing writing. Looking forward to table, not into fantasy, plays game to fantasy. Yeah, no, I mean fantasy. You get what I mean. Like as a kid, I loved. Well, not so much Lord of the Rings, but The Hobbit, and loved the Narnia books. Loved Labyrinth. Loved Legend. Loved all that type of stuff. Like, but it's just not my type. Even The Witcher, I don't like. Like it's. I've tried it. I've tried to play it. It's just I can't do it. Right. Yeah, it's a shame what's going on with the Acolyte because, to be honest with you, I think most of the stuff that gets put out by the Disney now for Star Wars is absolute utter trash. Even the proper Star Wars movies. I love Adam Driver as an actor. I think he's great, but I just can't stand him in Star Wars. His character's terrible. He has no presence, which is really strange. It's almost like he wasn't allowed to have presence, but that would go down weird. Next page where they want old school AC till they get it, then hate it because NetBears never know what they want or that it doesn't contain boobies. Do you think it's that bad? There are people, I mean, it's look. I was saying the other day, and I'm limiting my social media, and I'm limiting my access to media, to general media as well. The last year, I've just come to realise, like, none of the news is real. None of it. Not from the BBC, not from Sky, not from GB News or whatever, not from some stupid website. It's all fake. It's all to tell one person's story. And so it can't be real. It can't be truthful, because if it's telling one person's story, it's only telling one half of the story, which means it can't be completely true. So I've noticed, like, everything on the internet is just black or white. There's no in between, and I'm just tired of it. So I'll limit myself now, and I try to stick to just watching videos of nice things. Kind of tired of it. And this Acolyte thing, I saw people kicking off, but then I've heard, I was like, is it that bad? And I saw one of the interviews with one of the producers, and I'm like, oh, it actually is that bad. They are purposely going out to do it this way, and I just don't understand why you would do that. What, to make a political statement? It just doesn't wash for me. Right, let's go with this one. And that's another thing, I'm tired of politics. I'm completely tired of it. None of them are heroes. None of them. They're all scumbags. Right, okay. So, why do you mean the way to bridge? Because they're not shooting at me. Evening, Elsgar, how's it going? Just saw your message. Right. So yeah, I was really hoping at the Ubisoft Forward, I was really hoping for them to just show the logo. That's all I wanted, and it never happened. So my night was ruined. The Assassin's Creed is a weird one. I actually didn't like some of it. The main character, I don't understand that. And it's not about race to me or anything. It's like, I don't know, I just think it's weird to set it in ancient Japan, and then I know he's based on a historical figure, I get that. I just think it's a weird choice, but that's their choice. They make the game. People will either buy it or they won't buy it, and that's, at the end of the day, that's all you can go by. Some people. A really good example in modern times for me is the new Ghostbusters. I didn't even get through the newest one. I had to turn it off. It was absolutely terrible. Some of the worst cinema I think I've ever seen. But it's made a lot of money, so there'll be another one, and there'll be games, and there'll be TV series, I'm sure. But I think for me, it's just no. I'm happy with the original, and I don't have to watch these things just because they're out there. And I just don't know how many more times they're going to force Bill Murray to come out of retirement, or retirement from their franchise, and basically force him to do one so that the dads and mums come along. Because I think he's past it. I think he's not past it, but he's past that part of his life now. I don't think he needs to be dragged out every 5 minutes for it. Poor lad. I mean, the actual setting's great. Don't get me wrong. I mean, you know, again, it's Ubisoft, so the one thing you can never ever have a go at Ubisoft for is the quality of their maps. Their maps might be empty, they might not be very alive, but my god, their maps are just outstanding, and this will be no different whatsoever. And it's good to see the guys from Rockstar opening their own new studio. So the guys who originally set up Rockstar have opened their own studio, and they're kind of going with the really old school attitude of, if we like the story, it's getting made. And they're actively like asking people to give them stuff. So I'm hoping that that comes to I'm surprised you haven't got into foraging there, Elsgar. Oh, I don't know. I know quite a few people who are just on meat diets these days, and do you know what, Kathina? A lot of them look really healthy. It's not my cup of tea, but I'm telling you, they look healthy as hell. Some of them look healthier than they did before. You know who doesn't always look healthy? My vegan friends. Some of them look positively very unhealthy. But I just love vegetables sometimes. Can't beat a bit of asparagus or a bit of broccoli. Peppers. I'm not getting attacked, am I? I just realised because it said scavengers were coming to one of the missions, so I'm like, oh, I'm just happily landing, not paying attention. I guess so. But the people who I know, they're not doing any of that. They just look healthy. It's the only way I can really explain it. But I used to date a vegan girl a few years ago, and she never, ever looked healthy. Well, I hear something. Get out of here. Yeah, I thought so. I had a feeling those mother lovers were coming after me. And this is why you have to be on the ball, children. So we need a fallback position, which is going to be this rock. Then we've got a brow above us, so that's good. So we're always going to have the... Oh, they stayed in... So there they are. They're miles away. They're all congregated. The hell are they doing? Oh, do you know, if I'd have come out in my Dominator suit, I had a long range rifle, and I may have just been. I'm gonna rabble rouse them here and try and get them to come towards me. I should have got my. There we go. We've got one. I don't know if any of these are gonna. Yeah, they registered as a hit. I'm gonna have to double tap these because you've got to aim for the feet from distance. It's not easy, and obviously I can't run out either. Oh, this is so difficult. Yeah, that landed as well. Right, I'm gonna have to push in a little bit, but obviously not so much that they all start charging forward and laying it on me. So I'm gonna try it from this distance now. Right, the first one landed there. Yeah, it's not. His shields are going back up before I can. There we go. That might have woken them up though. Wow, these guys are like... I'm glad I was able to kill one of them there, because these guys are like... They're heavy hitters. I know I'm cheesing this bit, but that's not my problem that they can't program their NPCs to run around a little bit. You know, if you lean forward, it helps. It's me and Raoul. And Raoul doesn't stand a chance. There you go. Raoul's a dead one. Raoul's done. Right, okay. So, let's go scan these losers. He says, another one will drop in a minute, in all seriousness. Did they drop onto the roof? Well, I'll be honest with you, it serves them right for trying to ambush me. I don't think I deserve to be ambushed in that way. I barely got on the ground. So, I think they deserved what they got. Does everybody agree with me? Oh, it's been a massacre. Oh, dear me. And we're making money as well, so Sodom. But these are all... See, this is why I get miffed off, right? There are 7 of these. I haven't taken anything that's high level. And they were all 4-shot kills. Now, when these people rush you, because they all rush you together, and they all take 4 shots, and they're all bouncing from side to side, it's an impossibility. And then when you do take them down, the game will just load in another load of them. It's really annoying. So like I said, if FDev make them stand on top of a building because they can't program them right to move around properly, then so be it. Because the amount of time I've just been overwhelmed by them because there's just too many to deal with. Even when you have a plan to go in the other direction or and pick your spot. Ooh, I need to charge in one. Have I got enough battery? Yeah, I have for one. Hey. That was a weird feeling. And I still have to be aware now because every now and again a second one will drop in. Right, okay. Don't need any more than that. And because I mix my controller up a little bit with my keyboard, I'm not the best at like doing stuff quickly or on the fly. Right, okay, so we actually just need the power to drop in so we can do the next part. So we'll just check the we'll just check this. Oh, ionized gas, that's always a good one. I've got more than enough, but right, we'll come back in here in a second. Is it in here? There it is. So we'll set that going. Get all stuff in here. Personal documents, nothing good. Okay, atmosphere's been purged. Set it back up. You don't actually need to set it back up. I just do it out of force of habit, to be honest with you. Hey, we won't pass that one. I didn't mean to take that one. Crap stuff in there. Okay, so datapad. Reactor output review, that is one we need. Maintenance logs, I have a feeling it is one that's needed. I don't need it, but I'm going to sell everything on the fleet carrier, everything that I don't need, when I leave. Oh, 2 datapads. Radioactivity data might be one, but I'm not 100% sure. I always mix it up with the reactor output, which I did just get. That's why I've This feels like a really unenthusiastic. What do you mean unenthusiastic? I'm enthusiastic. What are you on about? I wasn't on Friday. I was a bit caked, but in general, right. So we've got the power set, habitat. No, we've done the habitat, Doyle. Let's go do that one, and we'll check that one. I actually know where it is. I don't even know why I'm marking it, because I recognise this type of just making sure there's no blokes around doing things they shouldn't. Sweet. Again, these aren't necessary to do, but I always... It's like one of those 10-step programs, you know. If I just do it, then the next time I come across one, regardless of the state it's in, I kind of know where everything is, and becomes that little bit easier to do. Evacuate maintenance logs, I think, is one. Hang on. Oh, I'll read it in a sec. Does that mean you like celery now? Because I love celery with primula down the middle. It's one of my... Well, it's not one of my... It's like my vice in life. If it's on the go, I'll do it. And I don't think I'll ever get bored of it. But I don't like overdo it, because I'm not that type of person. But it says the ex-alcoholic. But by the way, no hard alcohol has touched my lips in nearly 3 weeks. Yep. I've only had 475 beers and 36 bottles of wine, but no, I'm only joking. You know, it's just one of those poor Swifty jokes. Where's my bloody ship? Oh, you released... Sorry about that, people. You released it, Swifty. But it will be landing on platform... whatever. But in all seriousness, I've had a couple of beers, but I haven't had any hard, what people would call hard alcohol. And I don't think I'm going to try and abstain until the end of July at least. How dare you! Philadelphia is overrated unless you're using it in very specific things, in which it does work very well. And Dairyly... It's alright in toast. But if I had the option of Dairyly and Primula, it'd be Primula. Oh, 100%. 100%. Right, board, off we go. Right, one down. Now, luckily, all these places are pretty much next to each other, so we don't have far to go at all. The next one's like right around the corner, literally. Oh no, I actually said we were going to do something. Okay, no, we won't do this next one. We'll come back to it. Should we do one more and then... Yeah, let's do one more. And then we'll go do the... I can show you, though, before we blast off, what I'm looking at. So if you look at my loadouts, and we go to... Well, let's go to the Maverick suit. So you can see my Maverick... Well, actually, loadouts. My Dominator suit is 5. My Maverick suit is 5. My guns are 5. The Dominator guns are all on 5. The Artemis suit, that's empty, but it's not showing the extra bits, but that's got all the extras on it. One of them's for nighttime, one of them's for daytime. I'm just putting a few things on the guns, and that's it. That's pretty much will be everything finished. Temptation, there you go, let's go. That's one of the problems with life. It's too easy to go, you know what, I'll just have. I'll just have that extra Pringle. I'll just have. I'm buying beef, chicken, and seafood. I'm glad those things are still affordable in America, because those things are becoming very quickly unaffordable in Europe. Chicken's gone crazy. The strangest one for me is, and it shows that it's all about price gouging. None of there isn't a, just so you know, there isn't a bloody recession. This isn't a recession. This is being controlled. And the reason I say this is we've had a massive drought in Spain for the last 4 years. And nothing changed in the prices, really. Like, vegetables got a little bit more expensive, but nothing really changed in the price. And then the war in Ukraine happened, and obviously the sunflower oil went through the roof. It became more expensive than expensive oils. And I think the expensive oil companies saw this and said, hang on a minute, our oil's got to be more expensive than that. So they started raising their prices to be in line with it. Then obviously that went back down in price. They never came down in price. But then they started putting them up again because of the drought. Anywho, cut to a few weeks ago, we have had so much rain. All our reservoirs are full again, and we're back to normal, and they reckon we've got enough water for the next few years. The olive oil, the night after the drought had been officially ended, the olive oil jumped up £3 in price, or €3 in price. Because they're going to have to bring the price down soon, but they don't want to lose money, so they've artificially increased the price so that when they bring the price down... I'm done. So olive oil's not even something I'm going to consider buying until it comes back down to its reasonable price. So yeah, I use a lot of animal fat. I use pig fat. I use pig fat all the time, and pig fat's £1, and vegetables taste really good cooked in it as well. I am one of those people who I advocate the animal fat over the, always have done. Yeah, it's a tricky one, isn't it? Because like air fryer, for example, a chicken in the air fryer, you don't need any oil on it. If you brush it with pig fat, the skin tastes amazing. But I'm trying not to wear these all the time. Oh, I'm gonna have to sit back because I've been wearing them too long now. I can't see. You can't see. There we go. Now I'm hoping Sinai Chemical Complex. I'm just going to check what that one is. Okay, so this is for... So I'm not going to have anybody dropping in on this one. And then I think it's this surveillance equipment that I have to do next. And that'll be these ones done. So I think I'll leave the surveillance equipment one for now. Oh wow! Is everybody feeling that? Is everybody getting that stuttering? Or is it just my laptop? It might have just been my laptop. So fetch the item from. Okay. So I guess this is another... Let's take them off, Swifty, otherwise you won't be able to see. Two. Oh, I've got the wrong bloody suit on. It's a good job there's no scavengers coming now. he says Maverick suit. There we go. Disembark. Thought it said disembowel for a second. I was like, what's that all about? Right. Manage inventory. 2 e-breaches. Don't cancel it. Right, there we go. And this. So we know there's a container. It's an empty settlement, I think. I think it said an empty settlement. We haven't got a... Oh, we might over here. Did I just see a guy? Oh no, it's not. No, there's guards here. Right, okay, so we need to be careful because we've got an e-breach. In the settlement grounds. Okay, so that's not too bad. We just need to find ourselves a monitor. And we should be able to find it no problem. Now, I'm going to have a look here just to see if there's any of the monitors like here. What? Container number 3, that's number 1. So I just need these guys not to walk over to me for a second, but one of them's looking right at me. I can start shooting if it becomes a must. Container 1, 3. Right, where is it? Over there. Okay, that's good. Okay. Use the little strategic jumps to move away from any green arrows. That's all I do. I don't look at the ground half the time. Oh, look, it just happens to be doubly... Wow, there's a lot of foot traffic in this area. And some of them climb, so we have to be really careful about that. He's going to make a right. 100%, because every now and again you just get one of these missions where... Are you asking me or Alan's guy? I love corn on the cob. Don't eat it a lot though, because it, as far as I'm aware, it doesn't have a lot of nutritional value. Right, here we go. Here's our chance to be all sneaky beaky. He's going to turn around and look at me. Ah, oh, crapola. It's going to kick off. Oh, he's going to get it, isn't he? Yeah, he finished the call, so that means we're going to get an outpouring of bad guys now. I don't even mind with the... I have a problem with this thing. But these guys... An asshole. This is why I switch guns sometimes, you know. Right. I think that might be it. I think they might have all I should title these streams Bad Swifty. I didn't want to open up on them. They just got greedy. See, this is the other thing about this that I have worked out through these many missions I've been doing the last few weeks is they have ESP. So if I didn't have e-breaches on me, they would actually just happily let me walk past, even when they get close. It's only when you're carrying an e-breach or something you stole from a locker and then suddenly they go straight towards you. Like, there's no holding, and it's immediately, as soon as you're in the thing, it's like, wait up, you have to be scanned. It's a bit of a rip-off. But I think, I didn't see if I was getting murder bounties there, but if I wasn't getting murder bounties, we might actually be off the hook. But if we got murder bounties, I can... It doesn't matter because I've got to do the suit up and whatnot anyway, so... We just have to be a bit careful because some of the settlement defense plan... some of the settlement defense is active. So it means it'll attack me. What's the... Okay, so... No, we won't bother going in there. Did that guy just see me? And then kind of close the door on me? That's how it felt. Oh, don't leave me. Okay, thank you. I should turn off my shield. I don't really need a shield to deal with this divvy. Oh, I do when I'm shooting like that. Oh, right in the meat and two veg. Oh, the poor bastard. Feel bad for him. That's no way to go. Stop laughing. Yeah, I think that's all trash. Hello on Twitch, whoever's messaging me. I'll get to your message in a moment. Just give us a second to clear this part out. I have got level 3 now, haven't I? It's always nice to see a viewer on Twitch. I will get to you in a second.
I just heard something in the restricted area. Come on over here.
Oh, I did get bounties. Okay. Like I said, not the end of the world when you're it's not the end of the world when you're doing this. It'll probably be a 1. It'll last for a couple of hours. I'll get interdicted a few times, but I think I'm actually just going to leave instead of doing the other stuff because it's all for like just greed. I don't need any of this extra stuff, so... Oh! Did I miss them? I can't take off. No, they'll be in that building. Oh, that means there's going to be more death now. Because everybody's on alerts, and I think they're upstairs. I could do like a sprint and hope that nobody comes across me. Oh, they might have actually come outside, you know. No, they didn't. Sorry, son. So if I turn those off, and I turn that off, and I kill that bloke coming around the corner, then there's still somebody downstairs, but I wanted to get my... Right, there it is. Ah! Wee. Dead. I hope this hasn't set me up for two. Ah, shut up, you old bag. Where is she? Do you know what? If they don't know where I am, I don't know where they're at, and we're both happy. Both get to have a cup of tea tonight. Wow! Trash data. There we go. That's the one. Point defense off. Nothing in there. You wouldn't let it lie, would you? You wouldn't let it lie. So, I still think I'm only going to have a 1. I'll get to your message in a second. I'm just going to take off and then I'll say hello. So yeah, I found that I found that in some systems the other day that. So I've always assumed that every planet has one biological on it, and then the other day, oh, okay, yeah, okay, that's fine. We do a transfer of probably pH neutralizer. We've got a shed ton of that. We'll keep 40, and then we'll keep 40 ion batteries as well. And so everything else will transfer over. That one, scramble, transfer over. Oh, that's the one, the memory chip, so I'll take that down to 50. Yep. Right, okay. And then goods. That's fine. Data. I don't think I took any data. Okay, and then confirm that. Confirm, and then bring up my backpack. Okay, so let me have a look at the messages. I'll be 1 second. I'm sure my rep's gone down with someone. Demoted to neutral yet, and that's because of killing all the people. Yeah, which really wasn't my intention. And I got 2 notoriety. But it's okay. For the purposes of this stream, that really doesn't matter too much. Get it done. Okay, let's have a look at the messages. Etsy on Twitch. How are you doing? I'm alright. You're in there, Swifty, I know. Who the hell calls me handsome? When I come out, the doctor thought I was going to be a comedian. Took one look at me and said, "Is this a joke?" That is a lot of vowels. Okay, so... Okay. Rightio, so... what's this last one at Sumlock? Was that the... Sumlock. Alright, I'm gonna quickly do this one if you don't mind, and then we'll get on with everything else. Just because it's here. It's right next to me because I'm going to be travelling away to other places, so... oh, we're not in the outer part yet. I got a bit excited there. I thought we were in the outer thing. I'm not handsome. I'll tell you why. It's not a hatred of oneself or anything, don't worry. But I've seen my dad and I look like my dad, and my dad's an ugly fucker. And I look like him. And I mean I look like him. But don't worry, it's not self-hate or anything like that. I don't think in that way. Righty-ho! Let's get in there, some look. I mean, I've definitely got more confidence. I can't bloody see 2 feet from me. I'm gonna get proper glasses when I go back to England. These are just reading glasses, that what I thought I needed, but they don't help. I need multi ones. If I sit here, it's perfect, but as soon as I come here, it's coming back into focus now if I leave them off for a bit. But I'm getting to that age. I'm coming back over to the UK actually, end of July, first week of August, to look after my grandma. And because the family's like going on holiday, so when they go on holiday, I always go over. And there are a few things I was thinking about earlier. I'm looking forward to, like store-bought trifle. Oh my god. I don't even like sweet stuff, but it's the last few weeks I've just been like, yeah, store-bought trifle. Please. Please. Right, we have to hope there's no bad guys here. It's not so much shame, you know, it's more... I've always had good senses. And to be honest with you, I'd rather these go a bit than these. Because I feel I like music and I like words and I like language too much to lose them. So I'm always like, and this, I mean, if I lost taste, I don't know. I honestly think if I lost my entire taste, because I've heard stories about people, you know, who've had a bang on the head and lost the ability to taste. I do think that would be something that could push me over an edge. Power. I have got one power regulator here, so I'm going to use that one because I didn't realise. But I only think I need to collect something. But if we power the place up, you never know. And it doesn't look like we've got scavs on us yet. But normally the scavs come in as the power kicks in. They're either sometimes already there, or if they're not, they wait. Like, it's almost like the power kicking in gives them some type of... don't worry about that. There's not a cat dying or anything. That is my absolutely brilliant mosquito killer that I paid something like £7 for, and it's the best thing I've ever bought in my life. Oh my god, you just see them getting killed. Just zapping away. It's something like 40,000 volts. It's crazy, but it's it works. I haven't been bitten so far. I got bitten one night, and that's because it ran out of battery. So that was my own fault. Oh, I don't know if you can do it with 55, you know. Yeah, you can't. I hate it when it does that because it only takes 22 off, but if you're at like 55, it just won't do it. Righty-ho. Oh, this has been scavenged as well, or at least been emptied by the people who are here. But it's alright, we'll be in and out. Right, let's go quickly through to the... Ooh. Ah, there we go. Oh, optical lens, they're always good. Actually, I think I'm going to be picky now with what I pick up because I know there's not a lot of space in the backpack. So, is that done? Okay, you can come back online. Normally there's somebody dead in here, but I've automatically got a 3, so... sorry about the spinning around and stuff. I know some people can't deal with it. It like gives them motion sickness. So there we go. There's a data pad. Yeah, we can take the React output review. They do trade. Right. Okay. So we need grab the industrial locker 4. Let's have a look. Industrial locker 4. I don't know if I took e-breaches today when I first... I might have to check that. I don't know if I could wear contacts. I don't know. I put them in my eye. I think I'd have an issue with it. I can do it because I put... I've helped my nana put hers in before. Right. 8780. Alright, that should be easy to remember. Huh. 8780. Yeah, we can't use that one. If we just say those numbers over and over. 8780, 8780. Oh, it's upstairs. Okay, that's good. Where the hell is... Ah, it might be the one on the wall. I could have done that one anyway. Here it is. Hey! No! Dagnammit. See, I don't even need to do, like, the purging, but I just like it. Makes me feel like I'm actually doing something. Whoa. There we go. Manufacturing. Whoa, 2 of them. Nice one. And an operations manual. Good. Those things are usable or sellable. So I will be putting them on the market once I've updated everything. Part of me's thinking I'm gonna not jack up the prices when I do it, but you know what? I don't know, we'll see. I've had to pay ruthless amounts of money, so why shouldn't others? Yeah, there's nothing there. Right, we're done. So let's start with the whole everything else. Inertia canisters are crap, so we don't need that. We'll just take off the point defense just in case. Oh, I didn't do it. Plus, it doesn't even matter. And the last thing is I am going to get my power regulator because that thing's worth I think it's 4.2 million you can get for one. So I'm not gonna throw that away. They should really provide you with one, but it is what it is. Oops. I wonder if those key codes actually work.
Power center shutdown protocol has been initiated.
Right. That one was blown open. Oh no, they both were blown open, so I'm all right. Right, where are my charge pads? Yep. I have to rush in there. Ah, there they are. They're on the wall. Okay. So I'm sorry about the wait here. Okay, so actually, I'll fill you in on what I'm doing because I don't think there's going to be any scavengers coming now. They should have landed already, or they're outside. Yeah, there's definitely a lack of something, but actually, I've grown to really enjoy doing them sometimes. Okay, so 1 second. I just need to work out who we visit first. We definitely need to unlock somebody else, but I don't know who we're unlocking for it. Haven't I unlocked them? Engineer unlock. Umo Laszlo. Yeah, so what do... Oh, okay. Right, so I can't get one of them done because I have to piss off the Cirrus Corporation. So that is something else we have to do in stream. I forgot about that. So just while this is shutting down, I'm going to look at Cirrus. Where are they? Minor faction present. Cirrus Corporation, there we go. Is present. Okay, so let's have a look. There's probably a lot of systems they're present in, but we want to see the one where they have the most influence. I think that's where we can. That's where they can probably get miffed off by us. Okay, yeah, I've got one here, so we'll see where that is and we'll see how that works. So, as I said, there's no guys coming yet, thankfully. So if they haven't dropped in, I think we're going to be good to call the ship back. Because this is going to be a smash and grab, so I don't know if they can land in time. There you go, Athena. Just post it. I can take the mod off if you don't want to. Oh, I shit myself there because I heard a ship coming in its mine. Right. Okay. So I didn't even grab the stuff from the locker. So I came all the way out here. I've turned off the power and then realised I didn't even grab the bloody thing from the locker. What a Doyle. Right. Well, it's always good to get a bit of practice in. I noticed my wife over on Twitch stopped talking to me. Same old, same old. Nothing new in this life. Oh, come on, don't you dare not open. There we go. What are we on? 79, that's fine. Right, okay, so, I'm just trying to do stuff too fast. But this shows why I complained about the Odyssey part at when I first started playing, because that whole thing of getting killed all the time. But now you can see that I take them apart. But it shouldn't be like that at the beginning. It should be difficult, but it shouldn't be that hard. And I really feel like at the beginning you can get so lost by it because it just feels like it's too much. We can charge that up because we've got plenty of these. 87, wasn't it? Surveillance equipment, that's the one I have to take. That's why, because I left it, because I was like, I don't need that. Oh, one of the cats has done a unbelievable dump. I don't even like using that word, but geez Louise, that stinks. Right, okay. So, that's us boarded. And we're going to start looking at what we need to do now. So, I do need to pay off the Cirrus Corporation, so I think I'll do that at the end when I've got everything else. If we've got time, I'll start peeving them off. And we're now going to go to Marshall's Drift in Owry to start our first as Katina just started banning everybody wildly. Yeah, I was reading about the Fauci stuff. It's pretty damning. I don't know what's going to happen, but it's pretty damning. Like, I don't know what to think about it. I've always said it'll all come out in the wash at some point. That whole event was just too big for it to be brushed under the carpet. Too many people have died. Too many people have lost loved ones. I just don't think it's going to get swept under the carpet like other stuff. Oh, don't get me started on that, because even though Texas do know their barbecue and they do know their meat, the Longhorn is not a good cow to eat. Come on, don't be arguing in the chat. Live and let live a little bit. Come on, I love you all. Please don't argue in the chat, because you're all really good people in general, and I don't like seeing people argue over stuff like Well, let anything really. Right. Wake me up before we go. If you're lucky, I don't know if Coppinger's still on or he's cuddled up in bed again. But you might get to see me destroy myself on a blinky star. American food, God, yeah, they have like chlorinated chicken. I can't. I just can't. But obviously, it's not. I don't think it's all the chicken over there, but it might be actually. You never know. They were talking about that in the UK, weren't they? I came across Dutch chicken here not so long ago, and I was really surprised. So if you don't know what Dutch chicken is, they take small chicken breasts, they put salt water in them, a brine inside them, and then when you cook it, it doesn't taste like chicken. It tastes like a weird salty meat. And I saw my first one of that here recently. Because I used to see it a lot in, you know, cheap meat shops in the UK, but I'd never seen it since I've been here. But it's creeped in. It's creeped in. I won't touch the stuff. It's disgusting. Disgusting. Yeah, I think we all worry. Not just about him. I just worry about him in general. I'm kidding. I do actually worry about him sometimes in all those nature parks because they're it's not just the animals you have to look out for in those places. Oh, hang on, I'm gonna have to let my cat in because she's having a meltdown. She's probably having a meltdown because it is 8 minutes to her feeding time. Come here. I thought you were Mimi. Yeah. I thought you were Mimi. No, I hope you haven't come in to start shouting at me because I know you will. I don't know if people have met at this point. Have you? Shall we show you to the world? Come on. This is my little man Gil. Say hello, Gil. Hello, Gil. He's a good boy, aren't you? Yeah. He's a good lad. He's my little boy. And, oh, I didn't hold him up well enough, but you can see him now. He's a good boy, aren't you? Eh? Go on. Arr. He's a good lad. Don't worry about me plonking him down like that, he loves it. We play quite rough. Making all the moves. Making all the... He's probably gone outside to lick something wet. He's got some type of water fetish. Are we there? Are we there yet? Alright, okay, we're here, apparently. So... Marshall's Drift, there we go. I actually, funnily enough, that name's popped up. I messaged Marshall earlier, so after the stream I'm going to have a look at what he's written, because I think it's looking like there might be a reply here, so just due to privacy I'll read it when I'm off stream. But I was just asking him because I know he's been active on Discord, but he hasn't been on Elite for months and he hasn't been in a stream either, so I'm assuming he's either washed out with Elite, which is probably the highest cause, the biggest probable cause. But I've actually found a rejuvenated love of it. I really have. Like, I'm going to be honest with you. Last week, I considered packing the game up. And Saturday, something just clicked in my head and said, Swifty, stop this. Like, stop doing the way you're doing it. Start doing it. If the way you're doing it never seems to work out, start looking at things in the anti-way. So every decision I was made, I was like, right, what's the opposite decision of that? And like I said, I found a way of getting settlement defence plans by the absolute bucket load, and their drop rate is terrible. Now, when I say bucket load, I'm talking about in relation to settlement defence plans. Everybody knows how often they drop. It's like really low rate. I was getting one every, I think it equated to about every 3 minutes. So once I'd done that, I was able to trade, not trade. I was able to get what I needed really quickly, and then I just sold the rest of them. Like, you can get like 4.6 million for them or something, like right up there with power regulators and whatnot. So I sold the rest, but I sold them in increments. And I was watching on Inara, and like, you'd put them up for sale, and 5 minutes later they'd be gone. So I did it drip, so that somebody didn't just come in and swoop them all. Because I've seen that before, where somebody's put I don't take multivitamins anymore, but I am a big advocate of vitamins. You've got to have them in your diet. I don't know who's messaging me this time of night. I just heard my phone going. Wow, have I really been an hour and a half? So anyway, yeah, so I've just started doing things the opposite. And when I started doing things the opposite of everything I was reading and everything people were saying and everything I was doing, started picking stuff up. And then I started like just really trying to get into the missions and seeing how they kind of work, and avoiding certain missions that only ever seem to end up in tears. So like now I've picked up 2 notoriety. Like notoriety was a big one before, because I've played with a few people who don't like to get notoriety at all, and I understand why, because it's a nightmare. But I just kind of, I'd rack up like 9 and just go out into the black for a day. I've had 2 9s, 1 7 and a 4. The only thing is you have to leave the game running, but I just whack the graphics down and just leave it on the pad for it to run out. So I generally did that at night, but there was one night I went to bed and it was 9, and when I woke up it was like 4. But it is what it is. Right, Marshall's Drift, let's get in there. Okay, start getting our But what do you think about Kathina? I mean, I'm seriously asking a question here, because you're probably a good person to ask, seeing as you work in the medical industry. What's your take on bread still being high on the food pyramid? When it's like, it's a filler. Nothing more, nothing less. I actually eat very, very little bread, but it's because I think I'm gluten intolerant. There's something about it when I eat it, it just makes me feel way off. Like I feel physically sick and I get really tired, so I just cut it out. So, you know, that is true, Rob. Your food is a different level. The only place I would eat bread is Germany, but I don't eat a lot there. But their bread's nice. By the way, when it says if you'd like to leave a tip, don't follow that because I don't even think that it's not showing the whole sentence for some reason, and I don't know if it's. But we have a bread here which is just I eat it like once every 4 or 5 months. But I do pig out on it and then I go into some type of coma for a day. But I like milk as well. Milk. I've been drinking a bit more milk recently, but I kind of don't like milk either. Not a huge fan of that. But a milky cup of tea is lovely. Obviously, so there's going to be some people going, what? I like my milky tea, but I don't drink tea a lot. It's generally on rainy days. Rainy days and Sundays. Because I see kids here in Spain, they eat ridiculous amounts of bread. Ridiculous amounts. People in general here eat ridiculous amounts. They eat way too much cured meat as well. We have massive cancer rates here, and I sometimes wonder if it's to do with it. Like salted meat, cured meat, they just eat it non-stop. Right, okay, let's see what things I'm looking at here. So just give me a second to look at my little list. So Jude does magazine size and reload speed, so that is probably on the Dominator build.
What am I working on?
So let's see what we've got. Not the Dominator, the okay, so hang on a minute, I have to go back because I can't remember what he does. Reload speed and magazine size. Okay, so okay. Weapons.
What are we modifying?
So I think I need the magazine size on the Tormentor, but I have thought about putting a scope on as well because, or maybe even stability, because it has a little bit of a bounce to it. I know the scope will take a little bit of that away, and so will stability. So I've got a fast reload speed on that. So I think this one, the shotgun one, needs reload speed. But magazine size would go really well on that. So would a scope. That oppressor's got 50, so that doesn't need it. Look at the execution. That definitely needs magazine size. Definitely.
Your enemies won't know what hit them.
And what's its reload rate? It doesn't have it on here, does it? It doesn't tell you. It's weird. Oh, do you know what? Swifty, you had it on here. You had it listed. Oh, I hope I chose the correct one. So the Intimidator needed magazine size. Right, the Intimidator. Please say I put it on that one. No, me, I didn't. Nope, I put it on the Executioner. Bollocks. Done it the wrong way around, haven't I? Oh, hang on, I might be able to switch this though. I might be able to switch this for a scope. And the Executioner needed... So what did I just add on? Magazine size, okay. Let me just take this off my list. So I'm not pushing for it. Magazine size, that can go. Okay. So it's going to be reload speed, isn't it? It's going to be reload speed on the thingamajig. So that one, reload speed.
Make sure your targets deserve the wrath you'll be bringing.
That gun's going to be pretty good if that reload speed's fast enough. because it's an automatic reload when you run out. So if that does what I think it
I have
will,
all day. Really. Until
I
next
think
time.
that's
then.
going to be good. Right, okay, so, and then the reload speed I need to take off my list as well, so just give us a second. Reload speed, remove that one, okay. Right, the headshot damage is for that, so we can't get that. We need to go for stability now to Domino Green, who's in Orishis. So we'll go to do that. I've been using Apex as well for some missions, just because it gets you there faster than you can get there. Unless you've got the overcharge. Then I haven't played around with the overcharge yet. Am I getting is this getting clanky again, people? If it gets too much on the stream, just let me know. Like, the FPS is terrible there. I don't wanna. Am I catching it? I'm trying to catch myself. Yeah, okay. Yeah, it's okay, isn't it? It's a tiny bit jaggedy, and I don't know if that's because I've got some tabs open on my... Oh, it depends. It looks like it depends. So I'm moving in a couple of weeks. Technically I'm moving in a week, but it'll be actually a couple of weeks before I'm properly moved in. So you might notice from the end of next week and then Friday I'll do a stream, and then I think you might not see me for a week or two just while I sort things out. Need to get the internet in, need to get my everything set up. But I'm really looking forward to it. Like balcony, big balcony, garden, big kitchen, and a fireplace. I don't think I'd want more. So I'm looking forward to that. I can't wait for my open fire in winter. I almost want summer to pass, but I don't. Because I think summer's going to be more livable in this house as well, in this new house, than it is here. The house I live in at the moment is just it's the worst building I've ever lived in my life. And I feel even sorry for other people, because downstairs I've got like serious flooding problems apparently, which they can't seem to solve. Yeah, it's not good. There's going to be some porn supermodel in the background. Oh, I wish. Maybe not the supermodel. I don't think I could deal with the hassle. I prefer simple. I prefer simple people. And when I say that, I don't mean idiots. I mean people who live a simple life. People who care about Instagram and stuff. I haven't got time. I could not be one of those blokes. I don't care how beautiful you are. You could be absolutely stunning. Oh look, there's a guy coming after me already. So let's try and see if we can jump before he interdicts us. Fingers crossed. He will hunt us down, I'm sure. I think he's just dropped in there. There we go. If we can jump fast enough, we might lose him. If you jump fast enough, you can sometimes get rid of them. Holy camole, that's one hell of a tail. That's not the first that I've heard that. If she was simple, like, oh yeah. But I did date a Swedish girl once. Well, she was half Swedish, half English, but she lived in Sweden. I visited a few times. I visited a few times. You should never ever charge while they're going past one of those things. I'm a bit of a traveller in that way. I've had an Irish girlfriend, German girlfriend, Swedish girlfriend. Sound like on those guys in the movies. I've had many lovers. About a good average. That's all I'll say. Potassium's something that I was once, my doctor said I was low on, and I was like, how the hell am I low on that? I love mashed potato. Love mashed potato. Started making a French one called aligot. And you boil your potatoes with like six, like, depends how much you're making, I suppose, but I put 6 pieces of cloves of garlic in it. And when it comes out, like, when it's cooking, you can just smell garlic everywhere. It's great. And then you mash everything together, and then you put it in a pan, and for pretty much, I think it's three quarters of the amount of mash, you put Gruyere cheese in, and you just end up with this immensely cheesy mashed potato. It is lovely. Victoria Silverstead. I don't know who she is. I don't know who she is. I'll have to look her up. The only real famous Swedes I know is Sven-Göran Eriksson. Did he pass away recently, or he's about to, or something? He's like not in a very good way. And then he was going out with that woman from TV. I heard she was Swedish as well. She's not right. Well, she's not right for sleeping with Sven-Göran Eriksson, but he's one of those people with a massive cranium, and I suppose if you're really like into intelligence. What the hell have you got on your tail, cat? Are you carrying a flag for somebody? Right. We are off to the Jackrabbit. No, don't you start or you'll be going out, son. We're not playing this game. No. Now he's going to have a bit of a complaint. Have a lie down, son. You and I never have quality time together. Shut up, bad boy. Ulrika Johnson, that was the woman I was thinking of. I don't know if he died yet, because he managed a Liverpool game, because it was like his Make-A-Wish, and they let him manage one of the games. I don't know if he managed it, but I'm guessing maybe he did. Now, it's not a long stream tonight. In actual fact, it might not be much longer once I've done this few things, because my intention wasn't to do a huge stream tonight. It was to do this. But I'll probably stream tomorrow night. Be tomorrow or Sunday, but I think tomorrow's probably the best night to do it. But we'll see. Don't hold me to it. You'll see it coming live. You'll see it. I try and do it in the morning of the day, because quite often if I do it late in the day, I set it up quite fast and I miss the dates and stuff. I get the dates and stuff mixed up. I always go ahead and post it and then I'm like, oh, it's the wrong bloody day. So this place will just get the stability here. So this is going on most of the guns, I think nearly on all. I don't think there's anything to be lost Sorry, to be won by leaving stability off any of the guns. Because when those bad guys move around, which they do, especially those grade 4 blokes, or grade, I don't know what actual grade they are, grade 4 or grade 5, they kind of do this dip and dodge all the time, and if you haven't got stability, you just can't get your sights on them at all. The cat should have his own live stream. Oh, don't get me started. He would. He'd have his own live stream. It'd be all about him. That's the problem. It'd be all about him and his wars and how bad I am as an owner. Yeah, he was like one of our worst managers ever. Yeah, thanks for bringing that up, Kathina. He was. Him and Capello, they had a team capable of winning something, and they managed to balls it up. England can't win a World Cup or a European Championship. They can't. We haven't got the mentality of it. I can't explain what it is. There's something about being British that we just can't. We can't win. We always choke. And I think it's because we expect to win. I think the whole country goes into every single tournament going, we're the best, we're going to win this. And we hype ourselves up way too much, and it just puts too much pressure. So we have a really good team, but I just don't see us winning it. But prove me wrong.
Suit stuff or gun stuff?
Right, so this definitely needs stability.
They'll be calling you Captain Composure now.
That one definitely needs stability. Because you can see it, massive recoil thing on it. So that's going to allow me to absolutely deck people. And the executioner needs stability as well.
They'll be calling you Captain Composure now.
Alright, we've heard that line before, love.
Have fun.
Wow, she's not very nice, is she? She's shouting at me, telling me what to do. Right, we've got one more. Hey, Malcolm, by the way. Oh, right, you know what? Let me do something, because I'm seeing a lot of skipping, and I know probably what it is, so I am going to make sure I copy that one. Okay, and then I'm going to close this. This is going to open up some... oh, and Windows is downloading an update in the background and wanting to install. So whenever my stream goes jaggedy or my system isn't working properly, it's normally because there's a sitting Windows update. Microsoft have a problem with people refusing to update. So I think they've actually put something in their updates which makes your computer half take a poo. And I think it's to force you to do the updates. I really do. It's been worse on this this version of Windows than ever before. Right, so we can take the stabilities away. And we now have to go to get audio masking, but I can't remember what that one, which gun that was for. But we'll go get it. So this is in Salamander Bank in Bayern. Okay. Hopefully this is going to improve the stream and it won't be so jaggedy. If it does continue this jaggediness, I think I'm going to have a look at... Yeah, it's still continuing. So I'm going to check the stream. I'm going to check the OBS afterwards, because it could be that OBS is old as well. So I might need to do an update on that. I have paused them, Kathina. But I'm telling you, every time one of them appears as a new, because it downloads in the background anyway. Even if you pause them, it downloads them in the background. And as soon as it's finished downloading, I start going, why is this game not running properly? Why is this audio not working properly? and then when I've updated, everything goes back to normal and works correctly. But you know, you can't put anything past these big businesses. One of the things I've noticed with the last few days in video gaming is PlayStation or Sony have openly admitted that we are releasing games on PC, but we're not going to release the follow-ups on PC because we want people to buy a PlayStation. So they've openly admitted that we're releasing stuff on PC to get the PC market to come over to PlayStation. Meanwhile, you've got Xbox, who are putting everything on Games Pass. So they obviously want to be the Netflix of computer gaming, which I don't particularly have a problem with, but it seems like that's what they want. And they're trying to say that, well, there's no small studios anymore, so we're giving people a chat. And it's like, there's no small studios because you bought them all. Or you disassembled them. You bought some of them and just pulled them apart. So, oh great, he's gonna do a protest turd in here now. So if my eyes start streaming, you'll know why. And he does do protest turds. Yeah, I'm just so distrusting of it all now. I'm tired of it all. But I suppose it is what it is in a way. You can't escape it when you're a computer games player. Oh look, he's wanting out now. If you try and come back in, I'll bloody kill you. And unfortunately, I'm going to retire this seat when I move. It's done a great job. Love you for it. Thank you so much. And it really has, like, the last few years, it's given me a lot. And unfortunately, it doesn't recline properly anymore. Not after my fat drunken ass was sat on it so much. So I'm gonna retire it when I move. Oh, I'll have to have a look at that. Wait, hang on a second. It's because he's not getting fed. He's attacked her. You alright, sweet pea? So anybody thinks that cat's sweet, he's got a really nasty side to him sometimes. He attacks the female when he's not getting his own way. You alright, sweet pea? Yeah, no. You don't deserve it, do you? You're the best cat in the world, you. You don't deserve that treatment. You alright? He's had his own way too much, that cat. He seriously, he's like a petulant child. No, it's not just his hunger. Hungry. Yeah, I think the other chair's gonna have to come out. I think the other chair's gonna have to come out for a while because I can't afford anything at the moment. I've had to live very, very frugally for the last year, but I'm not complaining. Life is a lot better at the moment. I'm a lot more happier than I used to be. That's why I've said I'm going to try and stop complaining about so much stuff, because it doesn't go anywhere. The game companies don't fix anything when you complain. They just keep doing what they do. But FDev managed to just take it to another level with their incompetence sometimes. There's still stuff in this game that isn't fixed years afterwards, and you're seeing that they're able to change the prices in their shop quite readily and easily, but they can't fix I came across one of those ones the other day, the settlements that are completely empty. There's nothing in it. I came across a settlement where it was shut down and supposed to be empty, but there's people patrolling and treating you as hostile. It's annoying. Yeah, I don't think they do care. I mean, it's the only thing. It bothered me the other day because you know the whole thing about the Zoomski. I've told you the story enough times. But are they going to close the servers one day and all that's going to be lost? Because there's quite a few things for deceased commanders and stuff. I just think that's really, really sad. That I know they don't have to do anything, and I don't believe morally they have to do anything. I just think it's sad that some things will be lost. There's names on planets and stuff out there of people who have passed, and as daft as it sounds, it's kind of a bit of a legacy for those people, and that'll be destroyed if the servers get shut down one day. And this is why I've said to people, you have to hope that Star Wars Outlaws is actually good. I'm going to be honest with you, it'll be very interesting to see how it works out, whether it'll be just like literally a massive narrative driven thing or what. But if it is successful, because I really think that Microsoft kind of shit the bed with Starfield. It's alright, and for people who like that type of game, it's great. But I don't think they did well with it. I think the drop-off in players and everything showed that. I think the fact that Star Wars Outlaws does the transition from space to the planet as well, and you're like, you know, it hasn't been in development for as long, and they do it. Yeah, they hide it behind a cloud transition, but it's there. But going back to my original point, if Star Wars Outlaws is a success, it might open, I think that and how much money Star Citizen's making from its Kickstarter might actually kick some companies into gear. I think a lot of the companies will be saying, we need a space game. Oh yeah, that's a good idea, actually removing a wheel. I might try. But the legacy stuff's still online as far as I know, but it's not updated, is it, the legacy? Yeah, so Frozen before Odyssey, yeah. Yeah, but Ellisgar, you know, I trust massive. There's certain games companies, when it comes to it, I just trust. It's like I've said, Grand Theft Auto 6 is going to be great, and it's going to be... If the jump from Grand Theft Auto 5 to Red Dead Redemption is anything to go by, this jump's going to be even bigger. And I think Grand Theft Auto 6 is going to be really good, but after that, it's going to go to the dogs. It will go to the dogs. Because the people who worked on it are gone. Literally all of them. And you'll have these groups going in and telling Take-Two how a game should be made and who should be in it and how it needs to be this and how it needs to be that, and it'll just follow everything else. That's why I was very happy to hear Rockstar opening their own thing. Because I think every group of people, no matter who they are, they have a story. Every group has a story to tell, and there's a story to be heard, and there's a story for people to experience. I just don't think you should be forcing it into other things. Forcing it's probably the wrong word. I think shoehorning it into things is just the wrong way to go about it. And the amount of gaslighting that goes on backwards and forwards, it's so stupid. But it's a new world we live in. We're living in a post-COVID world. And the post-COVID world is very, very different. People are different. People in the street are different. We live in a different world. It's hard to fathom. Right, so we're taking audio masking away. So I've only got one thing to get. That's headshot damage with plasma, but I can't actually get that yet because I've got to piss off Cirrus. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to set a path, and then tomorrow or Saturday or Sunday, whenever I do the next stream over the weekend, we will be oh, I'm in the current location. I'm not in the current location, you know. Did you get it afterwards? Oh, Swifty, you idiot. Come on. 1 second. Yeah, it wasn't that one, it was that one. We are going to this place, yeah, so we're not in the place we need to be, so I'm gonna travel to there at least, and I'm gonna start we're in a really, like, I've even noticed, like, things that people like together online, they're all arguing. It just seems like the whole world is just arguing now. Like, everybody has to be right, everybody has to be the gatekeeper of the truth, and everybody has to be listened to. That's the other one. Like, people seriously believe that other people need to stop and listen to them. Everybody does. And you know, Elazgar, because you have a YouTube channel. You want people to hear what you're saying. I have a YouTube channel. I want people to hear what I'm saying. And there's just stop oil protesters. There's church groups going in the McDonald's. Like, I just don't get it. There's people who are putting politicians into rock star statuses and betting their lives on that politician. Like, in different countries, and I'm not just talking about Trump here, I'm talking about different politicians, and these people are living and breathing by those politicians' choices. It is, if you think a politician ever cares about you, doesn't matter who it is, even if you're the Green Party and you get into power, do not believe that those people give a shit about you, because they don't. Ricky Sunak can't even use a hammer. Go look it up. I bet nobody's looked it up, and I keep saying it because I'll keep telling people, go look at the video of Ricky Sunak using a hammer. There's so many horrific movies, but that has actually forced me, because I've been, apart from June, I've just not been blown away by anything. And I'm one of these people, I was reading the other day somebody saying people don't want to go to the cinema anymore, and I'm like, people do want to go to the cinema. I want to go to the cinema. I'd go to the cinema every week if there was quality movies being made. I'd be there every single week. The problem is that now the cinema only takes certain movies, blockbusters in general. It doesn't want to risk losing money on anything else, so the only thing you can see is the crap movies. And it's an industry that's eaten itself. It doesn't understand that. But yeah, going back to it, I've gone back to some independent movies, and I've watched some humdingers the last few weeks. Like, really, it's the first time in a long time. That one I was watching the other night, Captive State. I mean, that was the first time in so long that I've had an oh my god moment where I just didn't see the end coming. And when it came, I was like, my god. Look at that. But again, you can't laugh at him, Kathina, because the guy's a multi-billionaire who made a lot of his money out of... multi-millionaire, sorry, who made most of his money out of COVID. Go look it up. Made a lot of money out of COVID. A lot of money. Some... looks like Nancy Pelosi type investments, it seems, but made his money. So he's not an idiot. So when I say watch him using a hammer, it's not because I'm attacking him saying he's stupid, it's that he doesn't know what a hammer is. Why? Because he comes from a world where you don't need to know how to use basic tools. There's just no need for it. Yeah. Your maids can do that for you. And I just don't know how anybody can vote for somebody like that. I really don't. I don't know how you can vote for somebody who doesn't know how the real world works. What was it he said today? Did he say my parents... I had to go without Sky so that I could go to private school. He was trying to make out that his family were poor and had to cancel the Sky subscription. I'm thinking, did Sky exist when he went to university? And if he did, it wouldn't have been expensive back then. When Sky first came out, it wasn't expensive. The satellite dish was, the dish part, until they started doing it for free. But at first it wasn't for free, the dish part. You had to pay for quite a lot of it, and it was a do. So I don't think he's that old, so I don't think he's like super young, sorry. So I think he's talking bollocks there. Total bollocks. I think this was a wrong system, 4,000 light seconds to the Wheelock ring or whatever, but the more I stay in game, the more my notoriety goes down, so... And I need to put it on a pad, because what I can do is tomorrow before I go live, or at the weekend when I go live, I can put it on the pad for an hour or so that disappears. And I don't have to deal with like interdictions and stuff. Yeah. Oh, really? Ooh. So there you go. So he's basically lying. He's talking shit. He's and this is politicians again. Politicians think you can tell stories. They believe that it's okay to tell stories as long as they have some type of moral thing to them. They'll just lie flat out. Even if there's no morals. We didn't have a dinner. We didn't have a garden party. No. We didn't have a garden party. No, not at all. There's video. Well, we had a garden party, but we were socially distanced and wearing masks. There's a video. Well, we didn't have a disco. There's a video. Well, we didn't... I didn't hide in a freezer. There's a video. Hey, I don't know what to say at this point. So what are they doing in England? They're doing the same as they do in every other country. They go into the other ones, voting them in. They're not going to make any changes. Oh, that's what the Labour bloke's running on, isn't it? Change. Yeah, that's what Obama ran on. Like, nothing changes. We hear it every X amount of years. The only good part of it is that it looks like the Three Stooges, Sunak, May... No. May was voted in, wasn't she? So sorry, the Three Stooges are Sunak, Boris and Trussell. And those three, it looks like they've destroyed the party. Which is fucking hilarious. How many that'll be a joke in the future. How many Conservatives does it take to destroy a party? 3. But I've been saying it for years. There's gonna be a wave of right wingers being like really extreme right wing has been voted in. And it does make me think about my life here, because there is a party running in Spain that are getting more and more popular. And they're getting scarily popular. In the last election, they weren't taken seriously. And luckily, because they're so pig-headed, they didn't want to do any type of deals with the government, because it wasn't a full win. It was where you have to pally up with. That's the other thing. How do you go and group up with people who you are politically opposed to? How the hell does that work? But they seem to do it all over the world. If they can't quite win the power, then they'll pal up with somebody who they hate. I don't go for a beer with people I don't like. Why would I set up a party, a political party?
Landing permission granted. You are clear for approach to pad 4-2. Automated docking assist is now in progress.
You'll have to see. Like I say, I think we live in a strange new world, and I'll be interested to watch it, but I'm going to watch it all from a distance. I don't want to be involved in any of it. I don't even believe that half of the stuff I read on the internet is even real. I don't know if it's just AI bots doing it by now. Like, I've seen certain websites just change dramatically over the last few years where they're not what they were, and it doesn't seem like the people who are on them are the people who used to be on them either. And it's just full of hateful content to try and make you angry. And that's why I'm trying to cut it out. I just stick with murderers and at least you know where you are with a psychopath. I don't know. What on earth am I saying? But you do. Right, okay. You know where you are with a psychopath. They're gonna kill you. With other people, you don't. They have more snaky tendencies. Yeah, that's the other thing, as well, because I've always been left-wing my whole life, but the left is too left now. It's gone into a mode of, but there's other things, right? So this guy, I know Nigel Farage is a horrible person, right? And again, I don't know why these people latch on to somebody like him, because he was all for Brexit, but got his children German passports. So it's not all right for people to come to his country, but it's all right for him to lock in passports for his kids in another country. The hypocrisy of it is ridiculous. But somebody pelted him with a stone the other day, and I saw some people on Facebook who were celebrating it, friends who were celebrating it, and I said, when somebody throws a stone at your politician, you can't act surprised. I just said, when your politician gets punched or something thrown at them, you cannot act surprised, and you cannot be screaming from the rooftops, because you're advocating it. And that's why I said it's all got a bit weird, because politics, the rules are going out the window now. Not that the rules really solved anything before. But okay, so Cirrus. So what we're going to do with Cirrus is we're going to stack as many of their missions as we can, and we're going to try and just miff them off. I think this is the best way to do it. I'll get loads of fines, but I don't care. I want to drag it down to so that they don't trust me. Now, I know what will happen here is I'm going to get a massive fine, and I'll have to run away and pay it off somewhere and then come back. But I think this might be the best way to just miff them off, if at all possible. So I'll see if they've got interstellar factions here, and then... Yeah, but listen, stand by your thoughts, Mike. If you believe that people shouldn't have the right, no matter what. He's got a German passport as well through marriage, but if he's stuck by his guns, I think you just, if you talk the talk, you walk the walk. And I haven't got time for any of these people. Like, ooh. Oh, yeah, because you're doing it from the side panel, you Doyle. So we want to hear that clip clop of the messages, and I'm not hearing it yet, which isn't a good thing. I haven't heard it once, but I must be losing rep, because I've always lost rep when you abandon one. But maybe it's just a slow process when you're so friendly. The problem is for the Cirrus pass or right to enter the system, you had to Ooh, we got our first one. So let's see what they say. Oh, and that's not even serious. Okay, so if we go to the mission board. Oh no, we're still friendly. Okay. Right, what's their support thing? No, that's donate money. Right, okay, I'll work out how to become bad with them. We'll work something out. Well, whatever it was, again, you know, it doesn't matter who she was, what they are, what they're doing. When somebody starts to do it, it starts opening the doors. It's like I've said before, this whole Trump trial. I don't like Trump, I'm not a supporter of him, but what he did was not a federal offence. And they absolutely trumped up those charges against him because they felt that they could stop him running in the election. And I've said it before, now they've done it, they've opened up a can of worms. Because if he gets into power, he has every right to go after them. And by the way, while they're calling him everything under the sun, the current sitting president's son has been charged with a real federal crime. A real federal crime. So, oh yeah, I mean, well, anybody like that isn't going to get far anyway, Kathina. I don't think so. Some real crazy right-wingers are out there. There's one in America who likes wanking people off in the cinema. I'd like to meet her one day. Sounds like a nice gal. I don't want to say anything bad about her. Listen, people, I'm going to end the stream there. I've actually done half 9, half 10, half 11, like 2 hours and a half or something. Oh yeah, I have a problem with open borders as well. But again, the what's going on there is not just about an open border, Ellidsgar. If you listen to some of the border guards, the way they're talking about it, this is not about Biden. This is not about Trump. This is about outside interference. It's and I think, how do you deal with it? You can't process them all. Like, I know the way they're doing it is really weird, and I don't necessarily agree with it. I'd be shit scared. Like, you know, where I live has become the dumping ground of Spain because they don't want all these people in Madrid, so they dump them all here. It's getting a bit crazy here. We're seeing upticks in loads of different things. I've seen fights. There was a fight in the street not so long ago with a machete and a pipe. We've got people stealing stuff off live railway lines. Like, it's crazy. It never used to be like this, and it's happening all the time now. Like, it's just starting to change, and I don't know. It's a hard thing. But the problem is, Kathina, that's what I'm saying, like with the American southern border in particular, there's too many people coming. They can't process them. That's the problem. So you can't differentiate. And they all throw the passports before they come over because they don't want you knowing too much about them. So even the people who are coming legitimately for a new life, the people who are transporting them are forcing them to throw their passports away. So it's a real shit show. But yeah, another mosquito dead. Right, people, I'm going to call it a night. Thank you so much for joining in tonight. Oh yeah, you can't do that, Kathina. It doesn't work. There's nothing you can do. There's nothing you can do. There's nothing you can do. There's certain countries that we pay billions of pounds to in the Middle East, and that money never trickles down. Neither does it in our countries. But it just doesn't. It's not the. I don't know. I don't know what the answer is. Okay, peeps. So thanks so much for joining. It's actually been a really fun stream. I noticed I'm a bit more energetic today. I had to be after the last stream, and I'm gonna go have a nice cold beer to end my night before I go to bed. Okay, so I will say 9/7, and I will see you one day over the weekend. Just look for the stream going up, and I hope to see you all very soon. Okay, 9/7. Night.